Hey y'all, back with another one. Back with another one. Just appreciate people that came through. Yesterday it was a great topic and everything. So I just wanna I just wanna appreciate people that came through. So, you know, mostly just to update contractitarianism and Thursday thrills and Sunday madness will be all coming up in the weeks and next week. So next week will be the first day of spring and we'll talk about it in addition. And spring is going to be a little different, a little interesting. I want to talk about the spring a little bit, YouTube wise. But we're going to talk about contractitarianism. We're going to get into that philosophy this Wednesday and Thursday thrills. It's going to be something interesting. So we're going to see where people are at in so many words because I feel like, it's one of the things that you can do to learn. So, yeah, I said, oh, I can't believe I missed Go P shit. Yeah. Yeah, that happens sometimes. But I was busy and, you know, moving around and stuff. And it's just like it happens. Cause I don't always get his noties like that. So, I don't know what is going to be on the agenda Monday. So we got to see what's going on. And I think people are still talking about the situation over there and it's a lot of various topics should be talked about. But but what I said yesterday was valid. It still stands, and I say yes, it's a religion, and you got to know it's like a religion, and you keep doing what you're doing, but you got to understand sometimes it gets like that, and most of the times people don't really care. Quiet as it's kept, and what you do is you understand that people love their churches and their idols. So basically, I'm just saying it for what it is. Most people love them things, man. Like when you get into the non-select select topics, it goes extremely left all the time. It's just like last year. I haven't learned from last year. So basically, all I'm saying is that's not conducive moving forward and helping the younger generation. So I see this coming, and I feel like they should kill that conversation and keep it in the street level. But basically, they just don't want to do it, man. Like most of the times, you just get into it and most people be like, say, hey man, you can't talk about this non-select arguments and stuff like that, and then the select arguments, which one it is. But most of them dudes are non-select anyway. But you got some dudes, which you'll say they're non-select, they are, think they're select dudes, but bring a street vibe and never live the lifestyle. Now I don't promote that on this channel. If you notice, I don't broadcast it. I don't really do that. But niggas try people. I just don't care. And they say you did some pookie shit. Who cares? When you say pookie shit, you talking about lame shit. That's the etymology of pookie. I don't think y'all understand. That's an insulting word to the black male or the man. It's derogatory. It came from a black woman from a book. And I think not only from a book, but the older generation used it. Even my mom used it. I have a cousin that's named that. And the reason I don't like to broadcast that name, that nickname. And a lot of people think it's cool. No, it's not. It's a demeaning name. There's a reason why they called you that. It's basically calling you a lame. There is such thing as an educated pookie, so you basically calling them a lame. You got a lame versus educated lame. That's what it should be called. Stop saying pookie because pookie just means lame etymology. If you look it up, you really hate that term. You'll be surprised. Ray is just like the guy like what's this guy's name? Minister Jab said Rodney's what they call him back then. Yeah, you had your Rodneys, you had your Earls, you had your Rays. But don't get me started. That's a whole nother story on that. I can break that down what the street dudes are because I grew up around them. And even though I moved other parts of town, but I understand how to get down. That's normal. Don't say I didn't grow up like that, but I understand them. You know, I went to school with those cats, and they tell you them. I ain't gonna say cats, but these guys, they let you know, man. They let you have it. It is what it is. Most people just get emotional when they talk about certain things, but I don't. I mean, it is what it is. But if you ain't really built like that, don't speak on it. You know what I'm saying? But stick to it in your lane and everything else. I stay in my lane all the time. It's just every time I hear the street stuff of certain dudes think they're built like that. Really, dude, dog, you ain't really built like that. That's all I'm saying in so many words. But that was my whole point of yesterday's stream. And I was talking about it in that specific, but I had to go in depth. Is it like a religion? Like, I'm so tired of hearing the same bullshit over and over again. You know, I don't get mad at it. I laugh at certain things and I don't care. I just get tired of those arguments. Like, who cares? Like, I like someone people derail that conversation immediately. And I'll tell you why. Because once you have certain people not understanding that, you can derail that anytime you want. They do know that, right? So that's the whole purpose of not me caring about some stupid ass conversation. I'm select enough or non-select enough. It's actually dumb on both sides. All it does is divide certain individuals to get some political gain and power. So it's the same shit that y'all do online, you know, and not coming together and build. So they don't preach the brotherhood stuff. And there's no brotherhood, technically, in these darker spaces, in these black spaces. You already know that shit's dead. You got to treat it what it is. I stopped saving people 10 years ago. I learned that lesson when I lost my first channel, and we had something like that with the Israelites and things like that. So that shit kind of shipped and sailed. But I had a select few that had my support. But everybody else, you just got to kick them on the wayside. But, you know, but that's all I got to say. Yes, it was an excellent stream yesterday, and I want to thank everybody that came through. But I'll do more topics similar to those just in the future. And sometimes I jot it down in my brain and I just let loose. I'm going to say so with that one. Sign off with another one. I'm going to say peace and shalom. Oh, hell. Great skull. And we're out. Peace.